there, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mel and I do videos about minimalism and decluttering your way to your true life, getting rid of the clutter so that you can see what is really important to you. And this month I am doing a plastic-free July vlog. I haven't vlogged in a long time, so I hope I can do it justice. But I just got home from dropping my kids off at daycare and vacation care. It is currently school holidays here in Sydney and we're currently in lockdown. I dropped my kids off and then I went and got my son's coins from the Return and Earn. There's a Return and Earn for the bottles where you return the plastic bottles and the cans and the glass bottles, and you get a little receipt and then you take it into your local Woolworths and they give you the coins. So that is what he's saving up for, whatever it is he wants. So it's about $1.70 there for 17 bottles. And then I went and got my husband and I a coffee, takeaway coffee. So straight away you can see plastic-free July is not happening with the coffee cups. However, we're in lockdown and it's COVID, so I can't take my Keep cup to the cafe currently because of, hygiene and that sort of thing. I want to keep supporting a small business. So the reason I'm showing you this, even though it's not plastic-free, obviously, is I will put the lids in the recycling, but the cup, which is paper but it's plastic lined, can't go in the recycling, so it goes in the bin. And that's very important to distinguish that you can still recycle the lid. So just letting you know there. And I want to keep supporting a small business. So plastic-free July is not going to be 100% plastic-free for me, but there's things you can do to recycle, including like the bottles as well. So I'm going to try not to buy fizzy water and things like that. So a lot of the bottles were from single-use plastic drink bottles that I took to Return and Earn. But I have to say, a lot of them are from McDonald's. So say if we go on a road trip or something, guys, I don't like to get my kids juice. I will always order water, and I don't like the soft drinks because, again, they come in these sorts of cups where they're plastic lined, you can't recycle. At least with the bottles, you can put them in the recycling. And I feel like water's a better choice. So if we go to like a takeaway place, I'll always ask for bottles of water rather than the soft drink or the tea or the juice or something like that. It's trying to reduce my consumption of like disposable plastics that can't be recycled, like non-recyclable plastics, and also be a bit healthier as well. So just a little mini update on plastic-free July. It's the same day. And I had to go get my first COVID vaccination today, but I had forgotten to eat, literally forgotten to eat, because I was in such a hurry to get work done before I had to drive to my COVID vaccination that I was driving to get my vaccine, and I deliberately left a little bit earlier just to allow for traffic and stuff and walking time to the venue. And I realized I was starving because I hadn't had anything to eat. So I stopped at McDonald's and got myself a quarter-pounder burger, but I ordered just the burger and I didn't order a drink because I had my bottle of water in the car. So I just ordered a burger and nothing in plastic. So that was a win. Almost halfway through, and I picked up my grocery order and I asked for it to be packed in paper bags. So it's $1 to get it packed in reusable plastic bags and $1.50 to get it packed in paper bags. So I choose paper bags because, they're good for wrapping your shredded paper in to put in your recycle bin. They break down more. I think they take up more resources to make paper bags, but they don't hang around for hundreds of years in landfill, and that's what I like about them. And also, I donate them to like Lifeline for their book fair. They need shopping bags for people. I also reuse them for stuff. They're good for tearing up and putting in your compost. I want to start a compost heap, so I was thinking that might be something good to start for plastic-free July, so I've got to do a bit of research on that. And you can even see here, they put the fruit and veg straight into the bags, no plastic, so that is also what I like about how Woolworths have packed my grocery order. I did get my husband a takeaway coffee on the way back, I should have taken a reusable keep cup, but I actually didn't intend to get a coffee while I was out at the shops getting my groceries. But I went past my regular cafe, which is in the shopping centre where the supermarket is, and it's just so quiet, and the guys were there, and I thought, look, I'll go buy a coffee for them. So I bought one for my husband. I don't really drink coffee in the afternoons, so I bought one for my husband, and I will recycle the plastic lid of the coffee cup. But we've been pretty good. Like, the only takeaways we've gotten a couple of pizza deliveries, but nothing else really in plastic containers or that sort of stuff. So that hasn't been too bad. But my husband has started to put plastic containers on the kitchen counter to be washed and then recycled instead of just putting them in the rubbish bin. And yesterday I got him a takeaway coffee. After he finished his coffee, instead of just throwing the whole thing in the bin like he usually does, he came and he asked me, he said, okay, which bit do I recycle? And so he's put his lid in the recycle bin and the cup in the bin. So it's only taken me 20 years to get to that point with him, but I'll take it. Alright, this here is a ball mason jar, and I've been drinking out of mason jars lately because a lot of our glass tumblers are getting broken. My 9-year-old is now responsible for emptying the dishwasher every day. And we've got like these, I think these are Wiltshire ones, and some of them are just from Woolworths. So the dishes get bashed around a bit more, and these are a bit more delicate and they've been getting broken. So we've only got like 2 left. So what I've been doing, so these are jam jars. This is the Cottee's brand. We love their strawberry jam. But yeah, I find these are really hardy, and I've been drinking wine and just water out of them. So all my usual beverages I drink out of these now. And obviously it's a cheap option, and I feel really good about reusing these, and these can be recycled again as well. And if you keep the lids, you can use them for food storage as well. I'll show you some of the other jars I've kept, which I haven't put stuff in, but I'm thinking about doing a pantry reorganization using jars that I've already got. And if I do that, I will film a little video for you guys, but I'll show you what other jars I've got. So up here, I've got mainly gherkin jars. We love gherkins. And these are really good sized jars for storage, but also just for like salads. And then this is some instant coffee that my husband bought as a backup for when he's like really desperate for coffee, and we've run out of Nespresso capsules, which are really bad for the environment, by the way. So I'll get to that in a sec. So we have this Nespresso coffee machine, and we were using an Nespresso pods in the past, and you can send them back to Nespresso for recycling. Like, you can mail them back or take them into a store. I found that we weren't really doing that though, a bit lazy and just forgetful. So I've tried these ones. These are from a company called Urban Brew, and it's probably backwards because I'm using the front camera on my phone. But these are biodegradable, so they break down in landfill a lot quicker. They're not reusable, but they are biodegradable. So I'm trying these, but you can also get metal capsules like that are reusable, that you put your coffee grounds in, and you can reuse them. So I'm thinking of buying some of those and trying them. My husband's not too keen on the idea, but in the meantime, I think this is a good in-between option, the biodegradable capsule option. And I've got this green tea, and I went to drink it the other day and I realized, oh my God, it's a leaf tea, not tea bags. And I thought, damn it, because I prefer tea bags because it's more convenient. But I've heard that a lot of tea bags have plastic in the bags, like it's made up of plastic, so leaves are better. And I found in my drawer, which hasn't been used for a long time, but this is like, just you put the leaves in there and then just sit it directly in your teacup or coffee mug. So I am going to drink this, so I'm going to use it up, and I think that's a good alternative to using tea bags that could have plastic in them. These are our reusable coffee cups. I think this one's just a cheap one from Woolworths. My husband was taking this to the office, making his coffee in the machine and then taking that to the office, and that just goes in the dishwasher. And then I've got these 2 keep cups. This is like a baby chino size one, but I actually drink piccolos, which are this more espresso size, so I bought that for me. And then we've got this one as well. I have to admit, I stopped using the keep cups when the pandemic broke out because I thought, oh, that's not hygienic and they won't be accepting them. But I've just double checked with our cafe last time I went there, and they said no, they still accept the keep cups. And what you can do, I heard this on the plastic Free July Instagram account. They were doing some videos and they were talking to Sarah Wilson, who's the founder of I Quit Sugar, but she is like a climate change, you know, sustainable, save the environment kind of advocate. And she said that there's a thing where if you take your disposable cup in, you just hold the lid and then they can do like the contactless pour. So these are some of my food containers. I've got like a lot of rectangle ones as well, like these ones and other ones that have this, the steam vent and lid. And yes, while the base is glass, the lid is plastic and silicone. And I was thinking if I ever buy food containers, storage containers in future, I'll try and look for the ones that have like the bamboo lids instead. Another swap I made probably about 1.5 years ago. This is not really a plastic swap, but it's a swap for a product that comes in packaging. So I bought some of these from a company online, and these are called like paper towels. So they're fabric, so you can use these in place of paper towels. And I use them to wipe up spills, you know, clean my kitchen counter. I bought the smaller ones as well. These can be used in place of baby wipes, and I also use them as tissues sometimes. I get a lot of allergies. So I just throw them in the wash with our normal clothing cycle and it's fine. These dishcloths I've had for ages. These are actually from Briscoes in New Zealand. I don't know why, I just love these, and my mum bought me a whole bunch over when she visited 4 years ago, and I just wash them with the towels and reuse them. Okay, so also in my pantry, I'm thinking about making some swaps in future. So at the moment, I love Manuka honey, but it comes in a plastic container. But you can get honey in jars, not necessarily from the supermarket. This one is from a bakery, the Glenorrey Bakery. When we went to the mandarin farm, we stopped at the Glenorrey Bakery and they had this beautiful mango honey. It's lovely, and it comes in a jar. And my neighbor told me about a local beekeeper that she gets her honey from, and it comes in a jar. So I'm thinking, if I get my honey in future from this local lady, I'm supporting a small business, and two, I'm getting it in a glass jar, which is recyclable and, you know, reusable. So win-win. Also, I just reordered some smooth peanut butter in my groceries last night, and I chose a different brand, one that comes in a glass jar. I bought I think it's the Pix one, which I think is a New Zealand brand actually. So that's pretty cool. In my laundry now, I'm just going to show you my cleaning rags, which need to be washed, but these are all my reusable cleaning rags. And this is my Co mop, which I love, and I wash the pad on that, so I'm not throwing away things like that. And that sponge I've had forever. That's my bathroom cleaning sponge, but once that one's gone, I'm actually going to replace them with the coconut fiber sponges, cleaning sponges that I bought from Aldi and special buys. I think it was like last month or something. They break down in landfill, so it's better for the environment. And this bin in here is where we keep all our soft plastics, and then I take them to Woolworths and put them in the soft plastic recycling. And here I've just started a little collection of these plastic bottles which aren't really recyclable, but there's a company which I'm thinking of trying out. You can send them back to, and they will actually make sure like all the containers from your beauty products are recycled. So I actually want to give that a go and just see how it goes. All right, so I've basically emptied the contents of my soft plastic bin out on the ground. Now, Rocket Science, Anita Van Dyke, who wrote A Zero Waste Life in 30 Days, really great book, which I'm still in the middle of reading at the moment. She suggests you do a bin audit, like of your normal rubbish bin, but because I know I'm putting a lot of plastics in the recycling, I'm doing an audit from my recycling bin basically, because I think we could do better at reducing this stuff. So this is the sort of thing you can put in your soft plastics. So I've got these microwave rice packet things, instant noodles, lollies, yum, hash browns, chips, you know, all the frozen stuff, bread bags, these sort of courier bags. Now I cut out our address because and we dispose of it, like, you know, we don't like to leave our address on things, and also for videos obviously I'm not going to show you my address. Scrunchable plastic. These are like the spinach bags, foil bags from like chips and things. And on the RedCycle website in Australia, you can go and it gives you a list of all the different types of things. So the soft plastic from packets of biscuits, not the hard plastic tray where some of the biscuits sit in the plastic tray. I don't think that counts, but and that one probably needs to go in your normal recycling. I have to double check on that, but definitely the outside packaging of like biscuits and things like that. And it's just about getting into habits. So we just have that bin in our laundry, and even my husband knows. My husband's so bad at putting the right stuff in the recycling. And it's just getting into the habit, getting into really good habits. And, you know, my kids are really good at it. So now we just put it all in, you know, that bin, and then when I go to pick up my groceries from the supermarket, I'll just toss that bag in the REDcycle soft plastic recycling station that they've got there at the front of the supermarket, and then pick up my groceries. So it's just getting into the habit of it, and it makes such a difference to your rubbish bin. You've got so much more room in your rubbish bin. Not that I want to fill up my rubbish bin with, you know, bad garbage that's going to turn into methane and poison the environment, but you know, if you're struggling because you've got a big family or whatever, and you've got a small rubbish bin, then recycling your soft plastic certainly does help as well. One last thing that I wanted to show you was my toilet paper. Exciting, huh? So I buy all of my toilet paper from Who Gives a Crap, and I started doing this nearly a year and a half ago, and it comes in this big cardboard box, and then they're all individually wrapped in paper, and it's a subscription, so I get mine delivered like every 8 weeks, I think it is. And yeah, they also donate a portion to charity, I think. Yeah, you can buy a recycled version, which is slightly cheaper, but my family prefer the premium toilet paper. So you get 48 extra long, like the double length rolls. So this lasts like generally about 8 to 10 weeks, I think, easy. So yeah, that's it. So for Plastic Free July, obviously it's not going to be perfect, but it's definitely made me more aware of what we're consuming and what we're purchasing, and it's made me want to do better. Also reading Anita's book, it's been a real eye-opener. And I knew, you know, how you hear that plastic and metal are better because they can be recycled. What I didn't know is that yes, you can recycle plastic as well, but every time you recycle plastic, apparently the quality of the recycled product is not as good, whereas when you recycle glass and metal, you still get really good quality glass and metals, whereas the quality of the plastic degrades every time it's recycled, if that makes sense. Well, I hope you found this video helpful, and I've missed being on here, but yeah, I definitely won't be a stranger, but I'm just not going to be uploading weekly videos like I used to. But I do my weekly podcast over at Simple You, so that's on all major podcast platforms. Otherwise, I've also put the link in the description box below. And comment and let me know, you know, has this motivated you to try being more plastic free by watching some of these tips and some of these ideas, or are there things that you do already that I haven't mentioned on here? I'd love to know, because I'm constantly learning, and you know, it's hard to be 100% zero waste in the society that we're in now, modern times, but I think there's always room for improvement, and I definitely think my family could do better. Anyway, I hope you're all well. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, like and share this video with someone you know if you think they'll enjoy it and get some useful tips out of it. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.